Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the vlog, and welcome to Schumacher Chevrolet of Livingston in beautiful Livingston, New Jersey. Now, if that sounded like a Stradman intro, it's because it intentionally was a Stradman type intro, because he's actually the inspiration of this video and this topic we're going to talk about today. Let's say you had this 2022 Chevrolet Equinox and you wanted to put it into neutral without starting the vehicle up. And as long as you have the key in the vehicle, you can do that. So rather than doing a quick push to put us in accessory mode, what we're gonna do is we're gonna press, I'm gonna turn it off first. We're gonna press and hold for about 6 seconds. 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000, 4 1000, 5 1000, 6 1000. And there you go. This is gonna put us into like a demonstration mode. I often use this mode inside the showroom because sometimes we wanna show a feature of the vehicle without actually starting the vehicle and having the emissions, fill up the room. As you can see, we can turn our climate control on. We can operate all functions of the radio. You can do more than what you can do if it was in just normal accessory mode. And if you put your foot on the brake and you use your shift knob here, you can go to neutral. Now, just to show you that the car is not actually running, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna press the button again, and now it's gonna start it up and it's gonna run like normal. Let me put it back in park. Now, the reason I bring this up is because of the situation that Stradman had in his video yesterday on Sunday. So I'm at home, I'm going through some normal channels that I watch his video. His brand new Z06 Corvette is in his bat cave, which is his basement garage, and is right in front of his car elevator. And he can't move the car because for some reason, the transmission fluid leaked out of the car. That's right, it leaked out of the car all over the floor, and he was afraid to start the car because he didn't want to start it and put it in neutral to move it, because he figured maybe it would cause some damage to the transmission if there's no fluid in it. So instinctively in my mind, as I'm watching this video, I thought about the demonstration mode and just holding the button for 5-6 seconds. Now, before I made any sort of a comment on his channel or anything like that, I decided, you know what, let me just run outside. Let me go to the Bolt, because the Bolt has the more of electronic shifter. Let me see if it works in my car first, like it does in all the other cars I'm used to. And if it does, I'll let him know, because maybe that'll help him out. So I got in the Bolt, I pressed and held the button for about 6 seconds. I did not put my foot on the brake pedal so the vehicle wouldn't start. And it put it into that demo mode, like we talked about in the Equinox. Now I put my foot on the brake, I press and hold neutral, and neutral does come up, and I can let go of the brake and I can just roll the car forward. So the Bolt can be turned on and put into neutral in the same way. So I said, great. Went right back inside, went on his channel, went to his comments and said, hey, do me a favor, press the button for 6 seconds or 7 seconds, hold it in. That hopefully would let you go into neutral. And just to show you, I can't go into drive, I can't go into reverse unless I actually press the button to actually start the vehicle. Once I start the vehicle, now I can go into drive, I can go into reverse. So the next step of me checking was this morning. When I got to work, I have a C8 Corvette convertible here, as you know from my last video. So I said, you know what, let me grab the key first thing, let me go outside and let me just make sure it works, just to confirm with myself that the advice I gave him and the comment I left was actually good. So this morning I got to work, I got the key for this Corvette, I jumped in it, and let me show you in a second exactly what happens when we do the same exact thing we just did in the last 2 cars. So first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna turn the car off completely. We're gonna open the door, which is gonna reset everything in the car, turn everything off. We're gonna do the old press and hold for 6 seconds. 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000, 4 1000, 5 1000, 6 1000. We are now in demonstration mode. Let's lower the radio there. You'll see that you can go into the radio system, you can use climate control, just like we could in the Equinox and in my Bolt. And here now we have the shifter, which looks very similar. So we're gonna put our foot on the brake, press and hold. Nothing. Nothing at all. It does not work in this car. So now I'm like, oh man, I put advice on there, I put a comment on there and it's not even true. So I went back in, I corrected myself in the comments, and then it got me thinking, well, what else does it not work in and what does it work in? Because I'm learning something new here today. This is just something that hasn't come up before. This was the time, or the situation that got me to think about it. I instinctively, like I said earlier, thought about it just because we've done it before with vehicles, in the showroom. So what other vehicles is it going to or not going to work in? So the first vehicle I decided to check was the Chevy Traverse. Press and hold for 6 seconds. Everything turns on, foot on the brake, go to gear. It won't go into gear. Oh, but we have buckle to shift. So if we buckle our seatbelt, you can do it. We can do it in this vehicle. The Chevy Traverse, if you have to put it in neutral without starting the vehicle, you still can. Let's check the Chevrolet Tahoe. 6 seconds. There we go, demo mode. Foot on the brake, press neutral, nothing. Conditions not correct to shift. Well, it did say conditions not ready to shift. It's not coming back up, but even if I press and hold, there we go. You cannot do it in a Tahoe. This is a 2022 Chevrolet Silverado Custom Edition. Now this is gonna be interesting because this does have a push button start. However, it has a column shift. And I'm thinking because of that column shift, this is actually going to work. And we're gonna be able to put it in gear. So right now we're in demonstration mode. We're gonna put our foot on the brake. Exactly, right to neutral. So you can get into neutral with what it looks like any of the mechanical shifters. So the Equinox, the Malibu, the Traverse, the Silverado with the column shift. The only thing we should probably do is check the Silverado with the new precision electronic shift just to confirm. I have one right over there. We're in the Silverado. We have the brand new refreshed interior. Looking great. We're already in demonstration mode. I'm gonna put my foot on the brake. I'm gonna use the shifter, press forward. Conditions not correct for shift. So you cannot do it. This sun is bright. So what did we actually learn today? Well, we learned that if the Chevrolet vehicle has a mechanical shifter, you can put it into that demo mode and you can in fact put the vehicle into neutral without starting the vehicle. If the vehicle has the new electronic precision shifters, you cannot get the vehicle into neutral unless it's a Chevrolet Bolt, which had me confused for a quick second until I realized why it probably works is because the Bolt doesn't have a transmission.